What's up guys, welcome to your JavaScript series brought to you by Code to Create CTC. In case you just skipped the first episode and bumped into this one, I still remain Tony Cletus, your instructor. Alright, so in this episode 4, we're going to be looking at variables, which is the most important thing in the world of programming and which I'm very happy to oblige to you guys right now. Variables, the spirit of variable, the fire of variable in programming is very important in all programming languages, and with that is what you're going to be learning today. We're going to learn JavaScript variables, and they are very sweet. So what is this variable you've been hearing about? What is variable? What's variable? Okay. Alright, I'll just give you a quick definition of variables and we'll just demonstrate. Variables are containers for storing data values. Is that word too still big for you? Okay, variables are like having a room where you store things, where you store different things like clothes, like your money, like your electronics or things you buy from grocery stores or the rest. It's just like a room where you store a bunch of things, you understand? So that's just variables. In programming now, it's like, okay, creating a memory in a programming language to store what? To store information, to store some data, you understand? So you can store them and use them over and over again, and you can manipulate them to do many things. So I believe you understand variables now. We call it variable because it can change, it varies. You can edit it, you understand, something like that. You can override them. So that is just variables. So just simple as that. So I'll quickly show you a demonstration. In algebra, like some of that were very conversant or good in mathematics algebra, you see a question where they say let s be equal to 3, something like this, and you see something like that in algebra. I'm trying to take you back, but this is not JavaScript here. The idea just came from there actually, just that in terms of programming it is quite different anyway. So in JavaScript, if you want to write a variable, all you need to do is to type this short keyword called var, and it's variable, and JavaScript will identify that, okay, you are trying to write a variable here, okay, and the next thing you type the name of the variable, which is called an identifier. So var is a keyword, and keywords are some specific syntax that are already embedded inside JavaScript, like they can never be changed. They are just there to perform some specific tasks. So var is like, okay, a built-in keyword in JavaScript, a built-in word in JavaScript for identifying that you're trying to write a variable, you understand? So we're going to name the variable x, for example, and say set it to be equal to. Equal to is an assignment operator. It's not like the normal equal to that you say 4 plus 5 is equal to this. No, it's not like that. It's like an assignment operator. You are assigning something to the x variable that you just created. So you said variable x is equals to something like, okay, let me just use what is equals to 5, understand? And since it's also a statement, so you close it with a semicolon. Okay, let's write another variable and make this very meaningful. So we just write variable, okay, variable y is equal to 6, and we also close this statement, and we now come down here and say variable z is equal to. Variable can also hold variables, and what do I mean by that? You can say variable z is equals to x plus y, you understand? And what I'm trying to do here, you understand, we're trying to calculate s and y. I'm grabbing the information, I'm passing something, right? Okay, we're trying to calculate s and y, and x holds 5 and y holds 6, so we don't need to write 5 plus 6 again, and we just come down here and I'll put z, document or write z, and that's it, and we close our statement and save this, open this in our web browser, and what do we have? 11. Oh, isn't this cool? It's cool. Okay, so let's quickly go back and check it. There are other things you can still do with this. You can come down here and also say variable t is equal to x times y, and close this. You know your math operators, you know them. Just play along with this. There are many things you can do. So t, and close this, and okay, and let's come down here and refresh. You see we're having 1130, but you discover that there is no space. So how do you give this a space? How do you denote this? I'll just quickly come down here and say, okay, in this case all you need to do is just put a plus sign and create an empty space and come down here and refresh. You see, now what have I just done? What did I just do here? This plus in JavaScript is called concatenator. So you are concatenating a number or a variable with an empty string. You understand? Please don't be confused. We're trying to add a variable and a string. So in order to add a string or two different data types together, what you use this, and it's called concatenating. So you are concatenating a variable and an empty string, and the empty string is carrying one space. You understand? This is how to concatenate two different data types together. Variable can hold different things. It can hold numbers, it can hold letters, but there are some rules that you have to follow when you're writing variables. You understand? Now I'll just explain some quick things about variable names using this thing that I've just pasted here now. Now the first thing is, okay, this is a variable name. There are rules guiding naming your variable. Now the first one is names can contain letters and digits holding the value 100. Okay, there's another one which is variable can also contain underscores and dollar signs. So if you check here, you see variables containing underscore. This is an underscore, it's called underscore, you see, and it's containing what? Dollar sign. Another thing is variables can begin with dollar sign, or it can also begin with underscore. Understand? But like I just commented, I say names can also begin with underscore and dollar, but we will not be using that in our tutorials. I don't want us to use this because they can be very confusing, so we'll just keep it simple. Always make sure you name your variables, keep them simple and explanatory. Don't begin them with dollar sign or underscore. It will get you confused unless you're a pro, you know, you're a professional, something like that. Another thing, variable names are case sensitive. What do I mean by that? Like check these two different examples here. You discover, okay, this is quite different from this because the first of, which is this one, is in capital letter and the second one is in small letters, and they are quite different. You understand? Uppercase and lowercase letters, they are quite different. So when you have something like this and the first F is with capital letter, they are not the same thing. They are two different variables here. You understand? JavaScript variables are case sensitive. So that's just what I want to explain here, and you should get that into your skull. Let's just make another simple program here. Okay, variable, and we'll name this as price1. Price1 is equal to 1,500, and another one, price2, is equal to 5,000. And I'll come down here and say variable total price is equal to price1 plus price2. Understand? And you close this and you come down here and spit it out. Document the right total price, and you close this and save this and come back to your browser and refresh. You see 6,500. Okay, so another thing is variables can still hold strings. You understand? Okay, something like, okay, I have something like variable first name is equal to Tony and variable age is equal to 20. So in order to use it now, I can say document the right. So I can write something like this: document right. No, this first name is here, first name, and I will concatenate this first name with a string is, and there's a space here, remember, plus age, and the age is 20, and concatenate age with this years old, which is also a string. Okay, all right, so if I save this now and okay, we refresh this in our browser, I say Tony is 20 years old. You see, Tony is 20 years old. Am I 20 actually? All right, so my birthday is coming up August 27 this year, and okay. Let me tell you guys a quick story. 3 days back, my female best friend, yeah, lost the elder brother, and one thing that is even painful, that I've not spoken with my female friend for over 2 years now, and I don't just know why. I stopped talking to her, and she tried all effort to make sure we keep talking again, but because of my what's called or whatever, I just refused to talk to her, and now I'm feeling very bad. So I want to share this with you guys. Please don't ignore your friends. Always love your friends, even though they stop talking to you. Keep talking to them and value your friends very well. Because now I'm regretting, is it now that the brother died that I'm coming over to say sorry, something like that. I was moved when she told me that since 2 years you're not coming when my brother died. I was feeling it very well. So don't neglect anybody. Always love your friends. You understand? Love your friends very, very much, and always stay closer to them. Make them understand that you are a good friend. You understand? So that's for that. That's a quick story. It's not in JavaScript. It's a JavaScript story anyway. So I forgot to put that column there, you understand? JavaScript is very linear with us. You can also try things in your own way, try other different things, you understand? So another thing I'm telling you again is that for those of you that are studying this in school, you know, creating a variable in JavaScript is called declaring. You declare a JavaScript variable with keywords, and the keywords are what? For example, the keyword for declaring variable is var here, and the first name is the identifier. You understand? After the declaration, the variable has no value yet until you assign a variable to it. So this one, in this case, we assign the value, and the value here is Tony, and this one is 20. There are two different things. This is a string, and this is an integer, or you can say number. We also have different ones like float. You understand? Let me just show you a quick demonstration. And they are all the same. They can also be in the same. So I have something like, okay, float 3.17, you know, it can hold decimals, you understand? This is just the beginning of variable. You know, variables are going to contain a lot of things. We are going to do a lot of things with variables. So this is just a simple thing about variables. Okay, I'll catch you up in the next tutorial. Please, if you really learned something from this video, please click on that like button below and make sure you subscribe. And okay, see you guys in the next tutorial where we're going to be dealing with operators and more variables. Okay, thank you.